Okay. Today in this video we discuss rise and fall of Nazism and fascism, particularly Hitler and his period. So that's about story. Fascism and Nazism. Fascism and Nazism. There are two: fascism followed by Nazism. These two are the new ideological thoughts emerged after World War II, after World War I. So, actually, Italy and Germany, fascism started in Italy and Nazism started in Germany. So, these two are the countries where new ideology developed. So our interest is what is new ideology, what are the principles of this ideology, how this ideology emerged in these particular countries, two countries, and why this ideology not able to continue. Then what about Hitler and rise and fall of Hitler? How their aggressive feelings leads to World War II. Their policies towards children, towards women, towards foreign countries, towards neighboring countries. Their economic plan. So everything is discussed in this video. I think it will be two videos. One is introduction and all, rise of Hitler and all. Second video, how Hitler attacked Poland and leads to World War II. So this is about complete story regarding Hitler. So first of all, you see that Nazism and fascism, both the parties started in the same period. Fascism started by Mussolini. Nazism started by Hitler. So this process, what are the principles of this party? These both same parties. You mean that same parties with same ideology. Talking about principles, they wanted people to think about the nation. Here individual interest or individualism is not there. Everybody should think about nation. You mean that they must love the nation. They must worship the state. They should have loyalty towards nation, towards the leader. And they gave priority for national unity. They talk about principles. They opposed capitalism, they opposed communism. They believe that capitalism and communism both are the conspiracies of Jews, and they opposed parliamentary system. Even they opposed this multi-party system, single party, single leader, and it's a kind of dictatorial period. They believed them as dictators. They declared them as dictators. They ruled the country. They took all measures for the development of the country, and as well as they followed aggressive policies towards neighboring countries and foreign countries. Because why this kind of ideology emerged? This ideology emerged because after World War I, 1914 to 1918, after World War I, there was a treaty called Treaty of Versailles. A meeting was held at Versailles. A city in Paris, close to Paris, where a meeting was held in a mirror palace. All the kings of various countries participated in this meeting. Meeting was held in 1919. World War I, 1914 to 1918. So in this meeting, we call it Versailles Treaty. In this meeting, they targeted only few nations, like Germany, mostly Germany. They crushed Germany. They took they captured the power of Germany. They occupied the territories of Germany. Germany's military, navy, everything was decreased. Not allowed to have any submarines. Not allowed to have their own military campaigning, military services, military aspects. Even government after World War One, the government that was there in Germany was really under control of the Allied powers. Because earlier we discussed Allied powers, the war that was taking place between Allied powers and Axis powers. Axis powers also got central powers. Here Germany is there. Germany, Austria, like there are countries. Beside England, France, Russia and USA. So finally, Axis powers were defeated by Allied powers. And after that meeting was held, 1990. Versailles Treaty, we call it Waffen Treaty. Pact, PST, Pact was signed at Versailles, 1990. But the Allied powers, particularly England, France, USA, USSR, these four countries targeted only one nation, that Germany. They think that Germany should not rise once again, it should not come once again. Germany was divided, a weak government was established, war industries were closed, its territories was captured, its colonies were captured. It was made as a skeleton. And war compensation was also collected from Germany. Germany was hurted, Germany was hunted, Germany was humiliated, Germany was even finally economically, socially, politically destroyed by the Allied powers. Their target was that Germany should not come once again, right? So this process, a meeting was held at Versailles. So to take this, so after that, Germans, as they are humiliated by the Versailles Treaty, now Germans waiting for a leader. They wanted a strong and aggressive leader to make nation strong. So they are waiting for a leader. So under the conditions, a new ideology, a new person emerged in the world. That is Hitler. In Italy, Mussolini in Italy, Hitler in Germany. The same period they established their own parties. Fascist party founded by Mussolini, Nazi party founded by Hitler. Nazi party. Actually, this party is called as National Socialist Party. National Socialist Party. I spoke something about their ideology, party ideology. So, under the circumstances, so they continued. You know very well. It's a different policy. It is against to the democracy, against to the parliament system, against to the capitalism, against to the individualism, against to the... So this is about... They gave priority for war. They think that with war everything can be settled. War is the final solution for all aspects. Of course, it is not correct, but they felt like that. They felt like that. At the same time, they participated in the elections. And after that, the entire parliament system, they came through parliament system, but they removed parliament system, but they made themselves a dictator. Both of them. In France, in Spain also, General Franco came to power like this. In Italy, Mussolini. In Germany, Hitler. In Spain, General Franco. Even during that period, even in Russia also Stalin, like there are dictators. These people came and they ruled according to their interest, according to the interest of the party and all. So that's it. Hitler was a great person. He was a great speaker, a orator. Can speak well. And he always criticizing this Treaty of Versailles as it targeted Germany, and Germany's strength and economy, wealth and everything damaged by Versailles Treaty. So he opposed it, and wherever meetings are held, and then at that time he used to speak something about Versailles Treaty, because of injustice that is done to the Germany. He used to say to the people and youth and the country regarding full employment. Everybody will get employment. And the country, I am going to build a nation, a strong nation. And whatever that the countries are dominating Germany are putting their control over Germany. You mean that this man wanted to free from foreign influences. No foreign country, foreigners should dominate Germany. He's always used to say, our Aryans, superior community in the world. Aryans are going to rule the nation, going to rule the world. We have strength to rule the world. So, I am going to establish Aryan supremacy of the race. This is really, and he used to speak something about working classes, women and all. So, the way how meetings were held, rallies were conducted, and everybody, large number of people participated, large number of mass meetings were conducted, and most of the people inspired, and they attracted the words of Hitler and there in Italy, Mussolini, and they promoted these parties, and these parties came to power. Particularly talking about political policies, it's a kind of dictatorial period. Dictator. At the same time, parliament system, whatever that parliament system working up to that. Particularly talking about Germany, up to 1933, parliament system was there. Is the man elected through parliament system? After that he declared, he introduced an act and made himself as dictator of the German. Parliamentary system and its working totally stopped. Most of the political opponent leaders were arrested. All the parties banned, trade unions are banned, strikes were banned. Everybody should work for the nation. Everything was banned. In the sense, whatever he said, that is to be followed by the nation. Everybody should think about that. Political policies. No political party except the Nazi party. Nazi party and its leader. Only single party, single leader. All parties are banned, trade unions are banned, and strikes are banned. This is the way how the country was going. In this process, 1933, introduced an act called Enabling Act. An act called Enabling Act. This was introduced in 1933. According to this act, he stopped the working of parliament. He got all powers, uncontrollable powers. Trade unions are banned. He got control over the economy, over judiciary, over everything. Everything is under control of now. He made himself a dictator and he got powers over all the aspects. So the way how this man, you can even understand how this man is working. It's a kind of inspiration. It's a kind of inspiration for the public who are living in Germany. He introduced special forces in the country to get complete authority over the people. He introduced secret polices, Gestapo, secret police. same time SS and SD, these are all what? Protection squads, security services, protection squads, secret polices. So whatever the GESTPO or SSR, SP, SD, these are all internal police services. And it's not only forming, even external services is there. Other than that, internal forces were also established, like GESTPO, SS and SD. In this process, they gave constitutional powers, extraordinary powers to GESTPO and SS, SD. Special forces, GESTPO, SS, protection force, protection squad, SD, security services, and then they got extra powers. What kind of power? They can go and arrest anybody. There is no trial. Sending these people who are arrested to the camps, concentration camps. A camp where everybody, there are no needs, basic needs and all. It's an house, right, where you can't find anything. Concentration camps. So, in this process, first of all, his aim is to build the nation. The work that was given to his friend, named as Jalma Chas, a person who economic affairs, who looked after the economic affairs, he designed the economic plan, was able to give complete progress, design for the economic progress, and through this person, entire economy was developed. Large number of superhighways were established, large number of industries were established, heavy investments we can find in almost all the industries, heavy investments, state funded works, government only provided money, large number of industries, so many national highways, super highways, that leads to full employment and production increased. Particularly, large number of war industries were established. War industries and deadly weapons were created. You mean that government now spending a lot of money to start a kind of economic process through which larger people are able to get job. Whatever promise given by this man to the youth, I am going to provide full employment, that was succeeded. Country's economy developed, industrial sector developed, agricultural sector was also developed. Able to get a complete a strong military, able to create deadly weapons, able to fight, even ready to fight against foreign countries. Their interest is talking about his relation, his ideology towards neighboring countries and foreign countries. Rough attitude, completely. Aggressive attitude followed by this man. His interest was to occupy the territories which they lost after World War I. Allied powers captured their territory or colonies. I said earlier, they lost their colonies. So Hitler started campaigning and recaptured all the colonies that they lost. They attacked Austria, they attacked Poland, almost all the many nations were attacked, and whatever they wanted to capture, they took. They opposed the Versailles Treaty, terms of Versailles Treaty. They opposed they criticized it. They opposed the Versailles Treaty and they don't want to follow this terms and conditions of Versailles Treaty. Particularly policy towards children. Every boy mentally sound, who is mentally sound, must be educated and should think about leader and nation from the early childhood. Every child should think about nation and as well as the king, nation and leader. That loyalty that should be there. towards nation. And who are not good mentally were kept away. You think that people who has strength mentally can do something. And when talking about his calls towards women, men and women both have different worlds. Women should not enter into the world of men. It's a world given to men to rule the world. What is the world that is given to women? According to Hitler, women meant for giving birth to a baby. They should not interfere in the world that is given to men. You mean male able to rule the nation, able to fight, able to be in the war. But you are also in the war. What is the war? By giving birth to a baby, you are facing several problems. That is your world. According to my opinion, women were not allowed to get into the politics. Women meant for giving birth to a baby, and the male meant for the nation, for the war, and ruling the nation. He has capacity to rule. That's why he used to speak something about the world of men and women different. I would like to bring a statement. War is to a nation what maternity is to a woman. A nation should fight, should be in the war. A nation must be in a position to fight against other nations. Fighting through war, we can get supremacy in the world. As we are intelligent community, Aryan community, intelligent community, they believe that they are great, they are superior, they are going to rule the entire world, they have strength. So, male community, male, can rule the world. Coming to the female, they don't have strength to rule the world. They should not interfere in this world. They have their own world. What is the world? Maternity, giving birth to a baby. Of course, you are also facing problems. You are also facing problems, hurdles while giving birth to a baby. That's your struggle. But here, struggle for a male is about war. Is about strength. Is about fighting. This is about the way how this man came out. So in this process, internal forces established, economy was developed, everybody used to give respect to the nation and leader. The kind of style, political style, was created by this man. I say that it's a kind of, but people also like that. They fed up with the ruling of the government that was established after Versailles Treaty. They fed up with the terms of treaty of Versailles. They lost everything, no employment, nothing. At that time, this man emerged and he came out. In Italy, Mussolini. Both followed similar views, similar ideas, similar work. And finally, they made their countries strong and they are ready to fight against other nations. In this process, 1939, Hitler attacked on Poland. Hitler attacked on Poland in 1939. That's the beginning of Second World War. So, but unfortunately, they entered into Second World War. Italy and Germany, one side. Allied powers, same Allied powers, another side. In Second World War, unfortunately, Germany and Italy both were defeated. So Mussolini was killed by his own people. Hitler committed suicide. So leads to downfall of Hitler and Mussolini. This is about the topic regarding the rise and fall of Nazism and fascism. Thank you. We take another video on World War II causes.